MJ, Generational Wealth Studies, teaching you about wealth building and whew, financial investments, wealth mindset, all that good stuff. So we are at 4 minutes until I'm going to start my program. I'm very excited. Mimi Johnson. I'll introduce myself and all of that in a little bit. I'm just waiting for people to come on. And for those that don't come on, of course, you'll be able to see the video after we finish our class. And I have been working on this particular program for about a year because I've been tuning myself up for learning wealth. So I'm gonna give it a couple of more minutes. Thank you to Jack and Mookie for giving me my beautiful cup that says the best grandma ever. We have a fruit fly in here, so you know what's gonna happen with him because he's gonna try to get in my coffee. And we're not having that. So am I the best grandma ever, Zion?
Yes.
There's Zion over there eating his lunch.
Yeah, I know how to cook.
So we're just waiting for people to come on in. And I'll share this at the end of the program. And it is 1:58. So I'm hoping y'all come on in because I really want to give y'all some information. Unmute. The Mind Pop Show. That's what I'm telling you. Log on to themindpopshow.com. A mother-daughter hip-hop duo. My daughter and I. Papa Duke. Once you do like this and get the food out, then you can come. Yeah. And Caustic Entertainment Group. Go check out our record label. Really dynamic stuff. Wonderful music. But I'm going to go over all of our companies that we run as well. We have several LLCs in our family. And we are wealth builders. And we are handling the wealth business. Because that's what needs to happen. For real. So, as I'm learning, you'll be learning. I'm going to be too close. So I'm just waiting to see if one person is going to come on. But anyway, it's 2:00. So I'm sure people will come, people will come, people will come. And we're live now. So you can come sit over here. Zion is going to be with me in the class. This is my 9-year old grandson. Yep. And he is the CEO with me. He's got on his Ma and Pop shirt.
That's some good merch.
That's right. You better know it. Good merch. So, I just want to start off by introducing myself. And I'm Mimi Johnson. I'm CEO of MJTV Network, Caustic Entertainment Group, our record label. MJTV Network is our television network. And MJ Generational Wealth, which is our site where you can see all of our family businesses at mjgenerationalwealth.us. And I think that having LLCs, creating businesses for your families, with more businesses to come, is very important. Teaching our young ones to identify with products and services. Remember, we were going over products and services last night, and you wrote in your journal
Yes.
about your t-shirts and how you want to put your brand on your t-shirts, your Zyman
Yeah.
LLC.
LLC.
Yep. Limited liability company, and you are CEO.
CEO. I
Mm.
mean CEO.
Yep. And that is a chief executive officer. And it's really important that we teach our children at an early age to become leaders, to become mind thinkers of their own, in their own place, and not be followers all the time. Of course, we do have to follow. We do. But we only want to follow the, people and things that are going to create good situations in our lives. So for me, I like to be around people that are smart. I like to be around people that want to learn. Of course you are. That's why you're around me all the time. He talking about, is he one of them? Is he one of the smart people? Of course. Okay, we got somebody that came in. Well, thank you so much. If you can chat, start that process, because I can't see where to do it. I'll learn it for the next time. We're gonna do the studies every month, once a month, the first Sunday of every month. So I'm learning. I'm learning how to do the YouTube live, and hey, we're all learning. You're gonna teach me some things. I'm gonna teach you some things. And if you can, let me know how to turn on the chat. I thought it was already on. I don't know if maybe because I'm landscape and not horizontal portrait. I don't know, but anyway, it's okay, because what I'm gonna go over today is really nothing for you to say. If you want to say some things in the chat later and I look at it, then I'll answer back. I'll answer all the questions. Um, so, Mimi Johnson, CEO, MJTV Network, LLC, Caustic Entertainment Group, LLC, and MJ Generational Wealth. I'm also the president of Music Woman Archive and Women in Jazz South Florida Global, where we book and promote women musicians worldwide with my mom, Joan Cartwright, who is an extraordinary CEO, right? Extraordinary marketing person. My mom is incredible, and I get a lot of my influence as far as being an artist and being a business owner from my mom. I get some influence from my dad as well. He runs South Bronx Concerned Citizens. It's a community center in Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, I see you people coming. Let me know how you can chat. I'm still trying to figure that out because I really wanted to, like, be involved with y'all. Maybe because I'm on my tablet. Next time it's every first Sunday. Next time I'm gonna get on my laptop. I think that's gonna make it better. But I'm on my tablet today, so we're just gonna stay where we at. Um, Please subscribe
And
to
hit
our
that bell.
channel. Hit that bell. Tell them again.
Hit that bell.
Share, like, and comment, and let us know what you think about our programming here at MJTV Network, where we have um, 10, 11, I think 12 TV shows running right now. Good stuff.
That's a lot.
Really good stuff. Yeah. So check out our TV shows. And then this is yet another TV show or programming. My initial thought of doing this program was to just enlighten people about wealth studies because I speak to a lot of people around the world, and many of us as a people just don't know how to build financial wealth. It takes at least one generation to start the process. We've already had generations and generations and generations of, um, I would say, poverty. Um, I think that at the beginning of time, there was wealth in our communities and villages, and then something happened. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm here now, and what I do know is that my grandson is here now, my daughter, my sons, my mother, my father, all of my grandchildren, and the people that I work with. And we have to start a process of building and creating generational wealth. And it's a process. It usually takes one generation to start the wealth building process. I wanted to connect with people to let them know that you can build and create wealth for your family and still help the world become a better place, which means to help other people build more wealth. Move over just a little bit more so you can be in the picture, in the frame. Yeah. And so in building wealth, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. So your family can still help the world to build generational wealth for to help other people while you're building generational wealth for yourself and your family as well. You don't have to just line your pockets. Everybody can win in this situation. So keep in mind that wealth building, it's a mindset, and you have to use financial critical decisions in order to be successful. Now, all of us at one point and in many times in our lives have wasted money, spent unnecessary money on products, wasted a lot of money spending it on partying or whatever, and giving away a lot of money. So we have to change that. So we need to start the change today. If we start the mindset change today, tomorrow will give us opportunity to think outside of, oh, I got to spend this, I got to spend that. So the wealth building process is a mindset and it's a sacrifice. It's definitely a sacrifice. And your long term financial goals will eventually come into fruition if you make these certain changes, these certain sacrifices. Most of us know about sacrifices, especially us as parents. We know that we can't go out and buy, well, the smart ones, let me say that. I'm not going to go out and buy a $500 Gucci bag when I got three kids that I got to feed and I'm living in an apartment paying rent and don't own a car and don't own a house and don't own any land, don't own any stocks. But I'm going out to go and buy a Chanel purse. That's backwards. And we have to stop that process first, which is overspending and spending for things that we don't need. So I always use my money on things that I need, food, bills, and we'll go over that in a few. But I did want to say this. Say I make $1,000 in a week. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay my bills. Okay, which will include your food, your gas, everything that you need for bills. And I have a bill schedule, like a list with dates and the amount of the bill. So on the first, I know I have to pay my life insurance bill. It automatically comes out of my account. I know that money needs to be there. On the 5th, I know that I need to pay my electric bill. On the 7th, I know that I need to pay my car note. And that's how you break it all down so that when you start making your money, you're putting that money away. And then you're going to put a little bit of your money into the savings account. And then we're going to go over investments in stocks as well, because I definitely want to give you that information too. So you're gonna need food, transportation, because you got to eat whether you want to on public transportation or you're taking a lift or you have your own car or you have a bicycle or motorcycle. You have to maintain those things. They cost. Everything costs. So you have to make sure that you're fueling your funding so that you can go to work and go to school and do all of the things that you need to do. So this would mean, of course, gas, maintenance on your car, public transportation, lift rides you need, or any kind of ride share, or you may do a pull with someone and switch off every other week for carpooling. You still have to put in. You got to put in on this, man. So the one thing that I will say is that you should enjoy your money. You really should enjoy your money, but don't be more of a consumer than you are an investor. So out of $1,000 on a weekly salary, I would spend 5% on whatever I wanted, on whatever I wanted to do. Maybe treat myself to go out to eat, maybe a new pair of shoes, which is what, $50, really. And that would be dedicated to me having fun. And the rest of that money, that 950, is going towards bills, my needs, stuff like toiletries. You need all of that, food, gas, transportation. And then whatever's left over, put it in your savings account until you learn how to purchase stock and purchase some Bitcoin. You should have a little bit of that, a little bit of, you know, just because 10 years from now, all of that is going to grow. Those investments are going to grow. And then you can pull them out as you need or leave them there or pull them out and buy something else in stocks. One thing I will say, I'm a Dollar Tree girl. I will always be a Dollar Tree girl. I own stock in Dollar Tree. I have a Nissan car. I own stock in Nissan. The people that I pay my car note to, I own stock in that company. The gas stations, because I purchase gas all the time. You can't be on here like that. Now that's just rude. All right. So, and you always got to make sure that everybody's not being rude. Okay. And so everything Nike, I took my oldest grandson Javian to purchase Zoomies, which is a clothing store, and Abercrombie and Fitch. I said, well, before we do that, we're gonna go and see if they have an IPO. So we went um, and searched on Robinhood, and we found the IPO. So we went and we bought some stock before we went and purchased product. This way, we're purchasing from ourselves because we're share owners. So always remember that. There's a lot of stuff going on right now with stock going up and down, but don't worry about it. In the end, everybody's going to invest into products because we use products all the time. It's a different thing going on right now with what's going on with America, but it'll get better. It will. As long as you stay accomplished in being in sacrificing in the future of yourself and the future of your children, their children, their children, their children, because that's all Walmart did, that's all McDonald's did, that's all Amazon did, or next in line, next in line. They're building for the next thousands of years. So that's what we have to do as well, whether we're here or not. Our lineage will live on forever. So that's the main thing, is taking, even if you take 10% of your salary, weekly salary, and you have fun with it, that's still fine. You still got 90%. That's a lot to do, make good investments. And I wanted to tell you about programming and the mindset of people. So when I'm driving in my car, I notice that people drive in herds like sheep or cattle. I pull back. I don't drive around in there with everyone. I pull back. I'm in my own space. And I notice how people drive in herds like cattle. And they're programmed that way because they're followers. So everybody gets in this little huddle on the highway and they're driving all on top of each other. They're tailgating, they're here, and they're programmed to drive that way. Well, it's the same thing with how the society will say, oh, it's time for you to go and buy something. It's getting ready to be this day or that day or this day or that day. And then so they say, all right, well, this day is coming up. And all you're thinking about is how much money you need for that day. You're not thinking about your bills. You're not thinking about buying land. You're not thinking about stocks. You're not thinking about mortgage, purchasing homes, building apartment complexes. These are all the things I'm thinking about. So every time when they say, oh, well, it's this time of the year, so everybody got to go out and spend their money. When they go to the right, I go to the left. And I'm a money collector. I'll be collecting at that point. You're going to buy from me. Since y'all going to be out here spending up all your money anyway, I might as well have some product for you, my t-shirts, you know what I mean? All of my merch. Say it, merch.
Merch.
So it's very important that we don't be followers so much. I consider myself a bull because a bull stands alone. The bull might be around a whole lot of cows, but a bull don't really be around no other men like that. And the only reason why they're around the cows is to get what they need to get, and then they go on about their business. No bull. So that's what I consider myself as a bull. And when you exclude yourself from everything that everybody else is doing, you'll find out that your life runs a lot smoother. I've met people older and younger when it's around the winter season. Oh, I got to come up with $3,000 so that I can buy all these gifts and do this and do that. And they're stressed, still living in the hood, still living in the projects. And I'm saying to myself, why you don't take them $3,000-$4,000 and just go get you an acre of land and figure out something to do with that to make you some money and put your children's names on them deeds. We're programmed to buy, to purchase, consume. If you drink too much water, you'll drown yourself. If you eat too much food, you'll become, heavy. If you drink too much coffee, hold on, I ain't drinking enough coffee today. Oh, I'm the best grandma ever. If you drink too much coffee, your nerves will start being shot. Even if you exercise too much of anything is bad for you. You can even have an over alkaline body. You need some acid in your body. That's what my guy Cortez said to me. He said, you need bacteria, you need alkaline, but acid, because acid, it's some good acids that eat up whatever, or it does whatever it does inside of your body, that you need that. So too much of anything is bad for you. And we consume in America, because I've traveled the world. Americans consume more bull than any people that I know. I think it's because we have the most money here, and we have the most access to money. And money is accessible. And this is the land of milk and honey. You either gonna make it or you not. We've decided to make it. We've decided to be wealthy. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too, before I go on to my next piece. In about 10 years, this is why you need to get some land and get them to bust that earth, and get your water and start farming. This United States of America is getting ready to be a third world country. So if you don't own your own land, and you don't have your own water, you're gonna have to so depend on the United States of America, and that's gonna be a shame on you. That's gonna be a shame on you. So I would advise you to start taking your money, and even if you only purchase an acre or two, get with your other family. That's what my mother did. We got together, pooled our money together, and we purchased 10 acres of land. And now we're developing it. We have a house on the land now. We have a couple of buildings for storage on the land now. We're going to put another house by the end of the year, working with contractors and construction workers to get it done, and handymen and stuff like that to get it done, crew and teams to get it done. So, and dealing and working with the city and working with the county, because they're going to tell you what you can and cannot do. There are certain requirements on certain properties in certain areas of the world, in certain cities, in certain states. So you have to get with your city and your county. So the main thing is that don't think like everybody else, because they're going to put all them commercials out there to tell you it's time to go buy this, it's time to go do that. And if you really pay attention to when it's time to go and buy something, they're all lies. They're just to make wealthy people more wealthy, and to make you poor, keep you poor. Because I don't know why you over there living on Campbellton and Delow, over there in the hood, and you bless you, and you got a Fendi bag. That's stupid. Or your kids are in Chanel, or you got diamonds on your hands. To each his own. I'm walking around this planet a billionaire, and you'll never know it by looking at me. You'll never know it by looking at me, but you will know by my actions. All right. So programming is a huge business. It is huge. And remember, don't be cattle and sheep. Be the bull. The bull stands alone, and the bull is a leader with self-thinking. Programming is a huge business. All right. And like I said before, that's why certain days society will tell you to go out and spend your money. But in all actuality, you can literally go and buy a gift for people whenever you want to. You don't have to buy a gift for someone during that specific time. That's what they program you to do so that the wealthy stay wealthy and the poor stay poor. So stop being programmable and unlearn to relearn. Unlearn to relearn. You can buy all of anything that you want to buy, and you could do it on your own terms, on your own schedule, with your own financial means. Not kill yourself to try to do something somebody else said. It's ridiculous. And everybody around you is not going to be like-minded. 85% of the people on this planet are sheep and cows in a herd, and they follow everybody else. And then there's 15% of us, because I'm part of that 15%, that move on this planet and make decisions, and we make our own decisions, and we don't always follow anybody. We don't always follow people. We follow smart people. We follow people that are talking some sense, but we don't just go around just following a propaganda or following people just because they said, oh, it's this day, now go out and buy. Silly. And by the way, from what I was told by an elder, Black Friday came from when they had the winter time, and so they discounted slaves because they couldn't sell them off at a regular price. So if a slave cost $50, they named it Black Friday so that they could, hey, you pay 25 for this one, because it was around that time of the year. So keep that in mind when you go Black Friday and you going out and you spending up all your money and making other people wealthy. And always keep in mind a lot of those designers. If you go and look up those designers, they had human zoos with black people. That's how they made their first money. Go look it up. Human zoos, black human zoos, and you'll see who owned those black human zoos. The same people that you buy your designer gear from. Okay. When society tells me to go left, I go right. When society tells me to go right, I go left. When society says go up, I go down, and vice versa. Everyone, let me see. I want to say this right. Oh, okay. This is how I learned how to sustain my life being an entrepreneur, or maintain my life being an entrepreneur, CEO, and a creative artist, because I always went against the grain. So when you wake up in the morning, and you wake up, not the morning, when you wake up in your grand rising, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, we have to set ourselves up to win. We have to set ourselves up to win. And then we set our children and their children and their children and their children up to win. We got to set ourselves up to win first. That means getting life insurance policies, purchasing land, buying stock, being very frugal with your money, paying your bills on time, building your credit. There's a lot of different dynamics that goes into building wealth, not just one. And you just have to take it all in stride, write it down, take a picture, make a video, look at this video again, for you to understand that the sacrifice is real. Make mind changes regarding money. Stop spending. Stop spending and invest. Every time you get some money in your hand, that check so doggone hot. That direct deposit is so hot. You see them doggone $500 in there, $1,000 in there, $5,000 in there a week, whatever it is you making, you got to spend it up. Don't do that. Take 10% at the most. At the most, I say 5. At the most 10. and utilize that for your fun. The rest of it, do something extra with it that you can flip it. And also understand that unfortunately, those holidays, you're making other people wealthy and creating more poor habits for you and your family. So like I said, if you purchase some Nike sneakers, purchase the Nike stock. If you're purchasing Amazon and you got Amazon boxes all over your house, you need to be owning Amazon. You need to be owning shares of Amazon. The difference between a producer and a consumer. Well, we went over that last night, right? A producer is a person that makes a product, be it coffee, the straw, the cup, puts it on the market, and sells it. That's a producer. The consumer is the person that buys the cup, that buys the straw, that buys the coffee, that purchases. That's the consumer. You need to be more of a producer than a consumer. Only purchase what you need and live within your means. That's why when I go on vacation, because I work, so when I go on vacation, I could go on vacation for 2, 3 months. I can go over to London for 2, 3 months. I can go over to Switzerland for 2, 3 months. Want to get over to Africa, or when I went to Barcelona, and when I went to Sicily and did all of London. I mean, Italy, England, different parts of England, Southampton. Um, I was able to do that because I worked and worked. And then the universe provided me with money for me to be able to get sponsors, get other investors. Always going across seas and always going traveling for touring for our music, Caustic Entertainment Group, selling merchandise, but also to enjoy the moment and have fun and be able to have a vacay. We all need a vacation. We do. It's a mom and pop show. We got our brand here. Let us know if you want some of that product. Yeah, because we got koozies, we got t-shirts, we got hats, mouse pads, keychains, buttons, towels, hand towels. We got a lot of merchandise. I don't be playing. I keep me some merchandise. You know where I get that from? I get it from my mama. My mama always kept some merch. When CDs was in motion, she had CDs on deck. I learned how to doggone with my husband, rest in peace, Triple Funk. Burn me up 20 CDs. We about to go and do this promo show. I need to be selling these CDs for $5 a piece so I could bring home $50 or $20, $100. You know what I mean? You got to be. So I've always been a producer. I'm gonna sell something to you. Believe it. So only purchase what you need. If you start that process now, you'll always have money. You may have big investments that you want to do some things with, and you have people that you can reach out to and say, look, I need you to help me with $500. I'm getting ready to, put something on my land, or pay a farmer, or, build me a house. So, you know what I'm saying? And people that have the money, they're going to do it for you. They're going to do it for you. Because they know that you're about something. They know that you're not just spending up money and then you got to pay them back. But you definitely have to make sure that you only purchase what you need and live within your means. My guy Cortez, he's got this big house. It's a beautiful, flat with a basement. And he's got a lot of things, a lot of stuff that he's accumulated over the years. He do not like to go buy nothing new. He gonna wait until something literally breaks down but he always has money. He always has assets in order for him to get whatever he needs to get accomplished. And that's the thing. He don't spend up all his money. And that's why I hang with him. That's why I hang with that dude. My dude. Because he is an accomplished wealth builder. Building wealth. Don't allow other people to deter you from your focus of financial freedom and wealth. For example, friends want to go out on vacay, but they don't own no land. They don't own no businesses. They don't own any stock. They don't own no homes. They still living in the hood over there on Hollywood Road in Bankhead. Y'all call it how? Well, it's always gonna be Bankhead. I ask T.I. He'll tell you. But want to go on vacation? Nah, I'm not going on no vacation unless I know for facts that I got at least about 5 G's in the bank of just that, and all my bills are paid for at least 2-3 months. Then I say, all right, I can go on a vacation for a week or two. I gotta have about 30K in the bank if I go for 3 months. So I'm gonna sacrifice that part. So don't be around those kind of people. Don't be around them. Those people will hold you back. Those people make you spend up all your money. Then when you need some money, they ain't got no money because they ain't got the mindset to have no money. They're going to spend up all your money and their money. So, you know what I'm saying? Those are the people you really want to stay away from. I don't care if it's family, friends, mom, dad, uncle, kids. You got to learn how to separate yourself from the people that are just spending up money. Spend, spend, spend. Nah. So I have some homework for you because I only wanted to do an hour and we're into 42 minutes. We'll be here probably for about another 10 minutes. I have some homework for you. I wish that I could chat, but I think I'm going to go on my laptop I'm going to go on my laptop the next time and I should be able to chat with y'all. But you can leave questions and comments right where, you can leave the questions and comments. And I'll answer whatever questions you have, and you can also always email me at mjgenerationalwealth@gmail.com and check out mjgenerationalwealth.us because that's where you'll see all of our businesses. I need to add 8011, which is my son's business with his wife and his wife's brother. They're all partners in Sacramento. Shout out 8011 Bar and Grill in Sacramento. So if you're in anywhere in that Bay Area, you need to go and check them out. You know what I mean? They're on IG. Make sure you follow 8011 Bar and Grill, Sacramento. Make sure you follow the Mom and Pop Show, Caustic Entertainment Group. But all of that is at mjgenerationalwealth.us. Women in Jazz. Yep. So your homework is to set up your options for stock purchases through Cash App. Go on your Cash App and go and check out how you can buy stock there. And Robinhood. Set you up a account at Robinhood and you have to fund it through your bank, and it's very secure. Cash App and Robinhood. That's your homework, so that when I see you next, the first let me give y'all that date, even though I'm gonna post it anyway. The first Sunday of July, you're already going to have, that's your homework. You got 30 days. July 3rd is going to be our next session. It's going to be our next program for MJ Generational Wealth Studies, Investment Studies. It's just a wealth building platform where you can teach me some things too. So that's why I want you to have my email, mjgenerationalwealth@gmail, so that you can be able to get in touch with me. And I know you got information. You got information just like I got information. We have to help each other in all of those endeavors. because we're together as a team, we're strong. So your homework is to set up your options for stock purchases through Cash App and Robinhood. And you can also buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the cryptocurrency. And you want to do small quantities. I mean, for me, I got about $1,000 worth of stocks, diverse. From electric car charging to cannabis to gas stores, the different stores, wherever you buy. So if you buy from the Dollar Tree, like I said, go look up the Dollar Tree and it'll tell you how much the shares are, and you don't have to buy the whole share. You can just buy a fraction. It's called fractional stock purchases. And you can, if it's $100 for the share, you can purchase $10 of it. Just start there. Start small. You can purchase $5 worth of cryptocurrency, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin. It's a lot of different cryptocurrencies out there. You can just purchase $5 of that, $5 of that. That's diversity. Stem cells. Anything that's electric cars, electric batteries, because solar, all of that. And then they have precious metals, gold and silver that you can go and purchase the stock, and look up ETFs, because that's where you have a bundle of different stocks in one like folder that you can purchase. And I want you to tell me what an ETF is the next time you come back on the 3rd of July. And I think I basically given a lot of information for you to take in. You know, stop spending up all your money. And I wish that I could go on the chat, but like I said, we'll do that next time on my laptop. And also purchase land and become a land developer. My mother and I are still learning how to be land developers, but we're doing it. We're land developers. I don't know if she over here or not. I see like 3 people and 2 thumbs up. So that's bad. Yay. That means that you 3 people plus Zion and I are on here, and our minds are all the way open to wealth. All the way open to wealth. Sit up so they can see your handsome self. And the 5 of us, it starts small. So that means it's the 5 of us, and we're in this together. We're in this as a team. So the other 3 people, I'll see who you are, I guess, when I log off. Thank you so much. And again, love yourself, love others, be kind, don't take no junk, don't take abuse, but be kind to others. Love yourself, be grateful, be thankful. Being thankful and grateful to the universe and to yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Love, love, love. And stay focused. And don't let nobody throw you off your track. And even if it's somebody that's close to you, man, if they not on the same page if they're not on the same page that you're on, you're probably gonna have to let them go. I've had to do it many, 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 many times. People that I thought was in my book, in my chapter, on my page, and they were not. And I loved them with all my heart and soul, but I had to let them go because they weren't good for me as far as business, and they weren't good for me as far as my thinking process. And you have to have people around you that have the same like-minded thinking process, or else you will fail. You'll be sitting up here 60, 70 years old trying to figure out where you went wrong. Well, 9 times out of 10, it's the people you hang around. So most of the time, I ain't really hanging around with nobody unless it's about some business. And even with this one, we be doing business, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't play. You know, we have a good time, but we also do business. So thank you so much, Zion Logan. Say hi. Tell them who
Hi.
you are.
The Mom Pop Show. Subscribe. And
What?
I don't know.
I said, tell them who you are.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Zion Logan. I work with Mimi.
CEO. Okay. And I am Mimi Johnson, CEO. We want to make this fun, but we want to make this educational. And we want to make this where, you know, you're giving me information and I'm giving you information so that we can all learn together. So everybody just have generational wealth. Think about your family, think about your children, think about their children and their children. That means investments and sacrifice, but still have fun with it. All right. We'll see y'all soon. Ciao.